Alright. First off, I just want to say that this video is a very serious video. This is something that I'm very passionate about. Pardon me, I'm fixing the volume. I do apologize. I should be looking at you guys. Uh, this is something I'm very passionate about. For those of you who have been with me since 2007 on my YouTube channels, because I did have one before this current one. But anyway, uh, my one of my passions, my biggest passion is professional wrestling, and this is the time of the year where WrestleMania is coming, and we're all supposed to be happy, we're all supposed to be excited, which it's WrestleMania season. But the whole deal with the coronavirus is a very serious situation. It's a very serious topic. Because of the coronavirus, the NCAA has canceled all winter and spring tournaments, including the NCAA basketball tournaments, which were supposed to begin this week for Division One. The NBA, NHL season are currently suspended. The XFL season is done. The number of people that you could have in buildings is lowering. I mean, even UFC had their most recent show in Brazil in an empty arena. We, as a community, as a wrestling-based community, have been waiting to see if and when WWE was either going to cancel or postpone WrestleMania. Well, folks, just a little while ago, WWE made the following press release, and I am going to read this quote. This is on WWE.com. In coordination with local partners and government officials, WrestleMania and all related events in Tampa Bay will not take place. However, WrestleMania will still stream live on Sunday, April 5 at 7 p.m. Eastern on WWE Network and be available on pay-per-view. Only essential personnel will be on the closed set at WWE's training facility in Orlando, Florida, to produce WrestleMania. Okay. Where's common sense in this? Where's common sense? You have a worldwide pandemic where the whole world is being affected, basically. Thousands of people have died from this virus, this disease, and yet WrestleMania is still going to go on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I just cannot agree with this decision. And I'm going to tell you why. We are in a situation right now, we as a society, we as a culture, are in a situation that is basically unprecedented. It hasn't happened in a century. And yet, Vince McMahon and WWE, and I did say Vince McMahon because this is still his company, decide, you know what? We're going to have WrestleMania. We're going to have it on. Last I checked, Florida was in a state of emergency. So you're going to say to me that your show, WrestleMania, is more important than the well-being and the health of all your employees. All of them. No. I can't accept that. I can't. I really can't. As far as the WWE Hall of Fame and NXT TakeOver that was supposed to take place during WrestleMania weekend, those have been, they're done. They're not even going to happen. They're not going to happen. WrestleCon has been canceled. They're going to go on to Los Angeles for next year, which is a smart move. I'm sorry. I don't agree with this move. I really don't. I mean, the biggest show of the year, WWE's biggest show of the year, is going to take place in a time where people are getting sick, people are dying, and yet you're going to go on. And I'm sure there are some people that are going to say, well, Bill, they couldn't do it any other time. Yeah, they can. You can delay it. You could do it in May. You could do it in June. If it screws up the schedule, it screws up the schedule. I don't care. And I'm sure people are going, oh, well, AEW hasn't canceled their shows. Okay, yeah, that's true. They haven't canceled their shows. They've only moved them to Jacksonville. They can't do Rochester. They can't do Newark. They can't do Boston now. So, yeah, I mean, am I upset with AEW? Yeah, I am. But their biggest show of the year is not happening in 3 weeks. WWE should be learning from every single organization in the world. New Japan stopped their shows. Ring of Honor, which was supposed to have a pay-per-view last week, stopped their shows. NWA stopped their shows. Major League Wrestling stopped their shows. Hell, the NBA and the NHL stopped their season, and the NCAA canceled their biggest event of the year because of the health concerns of the people, and yet this show is going on. And then the other thing that really ticks me off, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm in this group when I say this. There are going to be people that are going to watch WrestleMania. I have to because I have a podcast and I have to watch it to review it. It just irritates me that this show is going to go on. I think if this was any other show, if this was Extreme Rules, if this was TLC, if this was Fastlane, if it was Backlash, if it was Lashback, if it was Great American Bash, Bash at the Beach, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't be watching it. But unfortunately, because this is WrestleMania, and because this is the biggest show of the year, and because I have a podcast, I have to watch it and I have to review it. But I am upset because this show's going to happen. I could have lived with waiting, but this show's going to happen. I'm sure there are going to be former wrestlers, I'm sure there are going to be legends that get on their Twitter and, do videos that say, oh, this is stupid. Vince McMahon is an idiot. He's the devil. And you know what? He is an idiot. Because at the end of the day, Vince McMahon only sees green. He only sees money. And I really hope, really hope, because of this, that the stockholders see all this and are like, maybe Vince isn't right mind-wise to be in charge anymore. Maybe we need to make a change. It may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, but down the line, it's going to have to happen. And when it does, we're going to all look back at this decision for WrestleMania 36 to happen on the original date when everything else is closed. This just ticks me off. It really does. And like I said, people are going to watch it. I have to watch it because I have a podcast. I have to watch it. I've been a fan my whole life. And business-wise, this is maybe the stupidest decision ever. Even more stupid than Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is a pretty stupid decision. What can I say, folks? What can I say? It's Vince McMahon. There's nothing else I can say. WrestleMania is going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe the government could get involved. Even if the government got involved, I'm sure Vince McMahon would find a way to have WrestleMania held underground where no one could know where they're at. That's just how it is. That's how it is.